Hi guys, my name is Christina Rodriguez, and I'm here to talk to you today about who I am. Most people say I'm a very private person, but I just think I'm quiet. I'm not really that private once you get to know me. Um, I'm from New York City originally, where I was surrounded by painting, singing, dancing, uh, anything that my mom could put me in, I was in. I was in dance classes, I was in taekwondo, um, tennis, anything that had to do with hand-eye coordination, because Lord knows I needed it, and I still do even from this day. Uh, I came to know the Lord. Well, I grew up in the Catholic Church, and even at a young age, I wanted to know who Jesus was. But I didn't know about salvation, grace, or any of that. So I know I would pray to God, and I was very sincere in it, and He kept me. But I didn't get saved until 2007 when I moved to San Antonio, Texas, and the Lord kept me there for a while, going from church to church, and I learned about dance. Uh, how I learned one day I went to a retreat through that church, and someone did a special dance, and I was crying. And then I looked at everybody else, and nobody else was crying, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, how could nobody want to know about this dance for God? So amazing. And so I did more research on it, and even through the years, I went to instructor classes for dance ministry, learning what to do, what you shouldn't do, uh, how to make dances more interesting for your congregation. Even though it shouldn't be that way, you have to grip the people. So I learned about that. So, what am I doing for the kingdom of God? I'm trying to teach how the arts are significant in the kingdom because we don't realize that God pours His glory through us, whether it be through flagging, through dancing. We don't know what He's doing in the spirit when we're dancing. A lot of times we're breaking up that fallow ground for the Lord so that when the pastor needs to speak, the hearts are open and ready to go. So it's a very important ministry. And I know I'm talking a lot about dance, but it's in the arts too. I also just started painting, and the Lord is speaking through people through that painting, and it's amazing to me because I'm thinking I'm just pouring colors on a canvas, and it doesn't look like anything to me, but it looks like something to other people. So if you have a creative hand, go ahead and do it. I encourage you. And also, I try to speak what the Lord is saying because a lot of times He does have concerns for the church. And if there's a willing vessel that's willing to speak His word, He will pour through that vessel. So I want to be that vessel, and I hope you do too. I do have a testimony on how important it is for your arts. Um, when I was dancing one day, I didn't know this, but a pastor actually got physically saved from getting shot or killed that day. But I didn't know that until maybe a year later. She said that the power in the dance actually pierced the hearts of her enemies, and they were discouraged from killing her. And so I just encourage you today that the Lord's going to use you however He's going to use you, but you have to be willing, okay? Be a willing vessel. And that's just what I'm here for. I want to be here to encourage you guys. I want to, sorry, I'm over here crying. It's just so powerful to me how God can use us. And if it's not, it's, He said, if two or more are gathered in His name, He'll be there in their midst. But imagine if there were so many more of us, believers, willing to take that stand for the Lord. If more of us rose up like the warriors, like the soldiers we are for the army of the Lord, how powerful we would be on this planet. Because He said for us to take dominion, He said for us to go. And I say to you, let's go. Okay? Let's go.